Good afternoon, folks. If you are joining or whenever you join, whenever you watch, I'm going to be taking this illustration that I did here on a post-it note, and what I'm going to do now is I'm going to do the digital version of this thing. I like the way this little post-it doodle turned out, so I'm gonna make something out of it. Okay. Let's see. I think my canvas. I'm gonna be using Procreate on the iPad Pro, and I don't think I have the right settings here on the canvas. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna change that now. You actually can change your canvas size on Procreate. That way you're not doing something in low resolution by accident. So here's how you do that in case those of you who are watching this now, you know how to do that. So if you go to gallery and then gallery, I'm lying, scratch that. go to the little thing here, the little settings thingy. I don't know what that's called, the wrench, I guess. And then canvas. Why am I forgetting all this today? All right, canvas, and then you go to crop and resize. And I like to do things at 3000 by 3000, sometimes 4000 by 4. I'm just paranoid about the size, but 3000 by 3000 is good with a DPI of 300. There it is. And that should be it. That should be set to go. I'm gonna hit done. And I think I cropped some of that by accident, but that's fine because at least I have most of the illustration there. But I'm going to center this composition to where I want it to be. And that should be good. Okay. The next thing is I don't want to see this at its full color. I want to be able to do an outline of this, the final outline over this. And I'm going to now lower the resolution, the opacity of these colors, and then I'll keep this locked up just because. And I'll make a new layer and I'll do the outlining above this post-it note here. Okay. Let's get started, shall we? That was dumb. All right, so I'm gonna get I'm gonna choose black. I think for the outline, and let's see. So yes, I'm gonna choose black, and I'll start with the robots, which is characters that I enjoy to draw. Robots, I love robots, and I like drawing them. And I'm gonna make sure I have the right inking tool. I like to use under the brushes, go to the inking. Studio pen is my favorite. And I'll begin to do that's too thin. Too thin. Nope, still too thin. And yeah, I'll hold on to that for now. Let me just do a better outline of this. Alright, so then I'm gonna do the outline of the head. Now this is probably gonna turn out slightly different. I'm sure I'm gonna make some changes along the way. After all, the sketch on the post-it note is kind of like the rough draft of this thing. And I don't like these, the way they came out. Let me fix those. Okay. go. And you know, I don't know if I like these arms. Let me do. I knew this was going to change. I had a feeling this was going to change. Maybe you make his arms or his hands more gestural. I think that's better. Okay. Back to where we were. Am I dragging the... Okay. Thought I was in the wrong layer. Fingers. You know, I gotta get some music into the soundboard so I can play some music. Some free music. That's not gonna get me in trouble. But I think I work better with music. However, the cool thing is also, like, if you're having conversations with people while you draw. I know there's no real people here, but if you're watching, I'm probably talking to you. And if I keep talking, that's entertaining too. This is a motor that makes the fan, or the propeller. I guess fans propel, no? I think I have that right. Let me add some rubber hose detail to this. So we know the arms are flexible. I think the legs are okay. No, I don't like that one. There we go. All right, let me see how it looks like without the... Oh, this is cute. Let me... Oh, you know what I just realized? Damn, I drew... This is why I locked the layers up. God damn it. Okay. I'm gonna have to repair that. I'm gonna repair this. I don't want to redraw. Wait, hold on a second. How is that possible? Oh, just a part of this arm was drawn. The little rubber hoses. I can just redo those. Oh, how annoying. Let me see. What else did I draw? The fingers. You know what? That's fine. I'll redo those fingers. You know, I'm very protective about my layers. Always lock up the layers if you don't want to ruin them. And I forgot to do that. Whoops. All right, whatever. Let me just redraw these real quick. I think this is the way I had my... Yeah, that should do it. Let me fix this here. That's cool. I like this. I like this right here. All right. So let's move on to the creature. I'm gonna merge these two, and I'm gonna freaking lock this robot. I don't want to ruin that. All right. On a separate layer, I'll do the sea creatures you see there. So I'll start with this fella here. I like the way I drew this guy. This is an octopus, a little baby octopus. I'll draw his eyes closed. Change him up a bit. That's too much. I'm trying to simplify the designs. I was gonna draw them. I don't know what you call those things on an octopus. Is octopus on their tentacle. Simplify the design. This is I don't know. Then again, I did draw a scale on these fish. You know what? Why not? What do I have to use? Nothing. There you go. Not bad. Okay. So this is the layer for the creatures. And how do they look like without the... Let me lock it up. How do they look? That's pretty good. Okay. On a separate layer, I will draw the background stuff. All right. Slow it down. I'm also not an expert on underwater plant life. You know, I do like going to tide pools though. I like going to tide pools and step into the tide pools and or just kneel over the the puddles of just wet rocks and seeing the little sea life that's in there. I mean, I don't think I step into the actual pools. I walk over the rocks and over the puddles, and if you take a peek inside, you get to see little crabs and shells and plants. Kind of neat. It's fun to look at. But what I'm drawing now is no particular sea life that I know of. I'm just making it up. I'm just drawing based on what I have seen. Like, I don't know what the hell this is. I don't know what it is, but I'm making it flow with the underwater current. So, you know, that's what's cool about my ability to do these things is I'm not necessarily doing this to educate you on sea life. You know, I'm just drawing and escaping reality for the moment, and that's cool. You know, just create your own little worlds. I mean, if I were drawing something for educational purposes, like this is exactly how this looks like, then I will draw it exactly how it needs to look like. You know, I'll get a book or find pictures of it online, or I'll look at some footage or photography or whatever of what those things actually look like, and I would actually draw things like that, you know. But this is not one of those moments. That's just a thing. Just making up my own little world. I mean, how often does a robot go underwater to talk to the animals? Alright, so this is what I have so far. I'm liking it a lot. This is cool. Okay. I'm going to now play around with colors. Okay. And that means that I'm going to now do the backdrop. No, I'm doing this wrong. Wrong. I'm going to do the backdrop of whatever water world looks like. Okay. So let's see, what colors can I play around with? Well, let's pick the color for the robot first. So I do have the robot on a separate layer, which I'm going to duplicate, and I'll remove the lock on that duplicate. And what color is the robot gonna be? Let me go with a red tone for now. Okay. I pick red. I'm gonna drop the color on this fella. And I've said it before in other videos, there's no particular reason or any profound reason for the colors I'm choosing on the characters or robots or whatever, because it's just whatever I feel is best, or whatever having colors I've seen for a while. I'll do that. I think right now what I did was I picked a color that's complementary to whatever I'm doing. It may change later, I don't know. But there's no actual reason why I choose a particular color for particular things. Just whatever I feel like using. Oh, you know what I didn't do? I didn't do the little rubber hose. Perfect. Let me do that now. There we go. There we go. Let me lock that up. Let's continue coloring. Makes it cuter. All right. Okay, so now let's do the tones. I'm gonna make a new layer. I'll put a tone. I'll do multiply, my favorite for toning. Multiply. I'll pick a blue. This blue is gonna be the tone for everything. I just have to make sure that I do a clipping mask on the tone layer here. The tone is set to 50. Let me try 50%. Let's tone the hell out of this thing. So, I've said in many of my videos, you've seen them. The light source will come from the top, so things that are not receiving light are not going to get regular color. They're going to get toned out. Direct light. Immediate light. That will bring out the definition of all these things that are in this composition, like the characters. Same with the robot. Actually, you know what? Let me get back into the fish real quick. I'm gonna use the brush. I'm gonna use a watercolor brush. No, that's too big. I thought I'm on the wrong layer. Give some texture to the tone. let's go to the robot. I'm going to make a new layer on top of that. Clipping mask, multiply it 50%. Around 50%. I just did 52, but around 50 is good. And tone out. Again, the light's coming from above. Have you ever been underwater? The sunlight, in the daytime, of course, will come from above. I've never been under seawater. I mean, I've been to the beach and stepped into the water, but not. I've never been like diving or anything like that. But based on what I've seen in videos and photos and stuff, that's kind of what you get. You get this effect. The shadows are under, or the shadowy areas are beneath. And then let's go to background. You know what? Let me put the background stuff in a group because I'm gonna do something to that later. Okay. This is also gonna have some shadows, but I'm not gonna do hearted shadows like I did to the characters. I'm just gonna use the watercolor. Multiply 50%, flipping mask. Let's do this. Okay, I'm gonna do some highlights. I'll choose pure white with an overlay. This is also gonna be a clipping mask with an overlay blending mode. And no, I'm not gonna do hard edges, highlights on this. Just keep this one watercolor for now. Maybe no. I'll do the same for the fish. The fish. All right. Overlay. Sea creatures. In addition, I will do some hard edge highlights to the sea life as well. You really don't see it on these. This one you can. There we go. And the robots. Let's not forget our robots. The star of the show. Look. Overlay. Let's do some hard edge tones. These are gonna really light up, so I'm gonna. And let me take the watercolor brush and soften him up too. Or soften it up. I don't know if this robot has a gender. Okay. Very cool. Very, very cool. Okay, so I'm gonna make one big layer over the whole thing, and I'm gonna drop in a really dark blue. And I'm gonna pick one of these blending modes to give it an underwater outline. So rather than black, it turns into a dark blue. It kind of gives everything else a blue-ish tone. Earlier I put the background stuff on a group. I'm gonna duplicate that group. I'm gonna merge. I'm gonna flatten all those layers together. And then what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go to the adjustments and I'm gonna give it a Gaussian blur. So the Gaussian blur is gonna give it almost like you're trying to focus on it, but it's not quite clear. But I'm going to also overlay that. Maybe not overlay it. Ooh. Yeah. I don't know. Let me play around with these a little bit more. I think I'll just keep it normal. The whole normal thing looks kind of neat. And then I'll make another duplicate of the background. I'm going to hide the original now. And I'm going to flatten this one. And then make this new flat one transparent, and make the first copy a bit transparent as well. Maybe this one should be there we go. There we go. That way it looks like they're far away. All right, now let's play around with the background some more. I'm gonna make with the airbrush, that soft airbrush. Keep the dark blue that I have currently. Make a huge airbrush. Bigger. I'm gonna make the deep blue water just darker. That's on a separate layer. And then multiply that. And then here, right above that same layer, I'm gonna choose white. This whole layer is gonna be an overlay. I'm gonna keep the airbrush, and I'm gonna airbrush the sunlight that's above the water, and then some of the strands of sunlight coming in. You know what's missing? Bubbles. Bubbles are missing. Here, bubbles. Bubbles. Okay. I'll use the inking pen, the studio pen, keep the white, and with the overlay still, I will create my neighbor's dog just barks. Barks. Yeah, my window is closed. But I can still hear those damn dogs. I told you I was not a good pet owner. You see that? That's one thing I find really repulsive is dogs barking for no reason. Gosh. I bet all he sees is a bag stuck on a fence or something. Beautiful creatures though. I must say, some dogs are really adorable and handsome, gorgeous dogs. So the cool thing about the overlay is that it's gonna just make the tones that are colors just more lighter, like a true highlighted color. Cool. Oh, you know what's missing? The on the robot, I have, he does have lights. I gotta make that shine. I gotta make that glow. How to make something like that glow? Well, I'll go to the the airbrush. I'll use a soft airbrush, and I'll gently make a glowing light effect. And sometimes, depending on what colors you have in the background, if you blend mode, that will give you some nice light options. Ooh, I like this one. Just not as bright. I'm using add. Let me look at other ones to see. No, add was really good. I'm gonna keep add. And then maybe these fish are receiving some of that light. And I'll use the airbrush, which I already have, and I'll project some of that light onto the fish and the octopus. Nah, that's too much. Maybe a little bit. There you go. Maybe here. There we go. That's cute. So let me sign off. I'm liking this already so much that I will be sharing it on my Instagram later. I'm also posting this whole broadcast. I'm gonna post it up on YouTube, on my YouTube channel. Same name, Mr. Rodolfo. And my Instagram is art_of_Mr. Rodolfo on the Instagrams. And let me sign up. There we go. Do. And we are in 2022. Let me make that. Nah, never mind. Much better. All right. Hope you like it. This was fun. I feel good. I feel rested. And hope you guys are having a nice Father's Day weekend. I will be sharing this all over the place. But if whenever you're watching this, thank you for watching. And I appreciate you. And keep creating stuff out there, folks. Have a magnificent summer. And until next time, take care. How about a big round of applause? Oh, that was my rim shot. There it is. Yes. That was so dumb. All right, take care.